Today we're looking at President Woodrow Wilson. Hello, welcome to the Daily Bellringer. Please don't forget to subscribe and take a look at the questions down in the description. Also, don't forget to check out dailybellringer.com where you'll find more resources that go with many of the Bellringer videos. Woodrow Wilson was the 28th President of the United States from 1913 to 1921 and was a member of the Democratic Party. Wilson's time as president was filled with both challenges and achievements, and he helped shape modern America and played a major role in world events. Thomas Woodrow Wilson was born on December 28, 1856, in Staunton, Virginia, the third of four children born to Joseph Ruggles Wilson and Jessie Janet Woodrow. Wilson grew up in Virginia, Georgia, and South Carolina during the American Civil War and Reconstruction. His father, Joseph, was a Presbyterian minister and a supporter of the Confederacy. As a child, Wilson struggled with learning to read, but he worked hard and became an excellent student. In 1879, Wilson graduated from Princeton University, where he developed a strong interest in government and history. He later went on to law school at the University of Virginia and earned a Ph.D. in political science from Johns Hopkins University. In 1885, Wilson married Ellen Louise Axon, and together they would have 3 daughters. At the same time, Wilson began his teaching career when he became a professor at Bryn Mawr College in Pennsylvania. Over the next few years, he taught at various colleges and universities, including Princeton, teaching classes in history and political science. In 1902, Wilson was appointed president of Princeton University. Wilson's success as an educator led to his career in politics. In 1910, he was elected governor of New Jersey. As governor, he fought against corruption and worked to make government more honest and fair. His leadership caught the attention of the Democratic Party, and in 1912, he was nominated to run for president. Wilson won the general election against Republican President William Howard Taft and former President Theodore Roosevelt, who ran on the Bull Moose Party ticket. On March 4th of 1913, Woodrow Wilson was inaugurated as the 28th President of the United States. As president, he focused on making laws that helped workers, controlled big businesses, and reforming the banking system. One of his biggest achievements was the creation of the Federal Reserve, which still helps manage the country's money today and has the goal of maintaining a stable financial system in the United States. Shortly after taking office, Wilson's wife Ellen fell ill and passed away in August of 1914. The following year, Woodrow Wilson met Edith Galt, a widow herself from Washington, D.C. In December of 1915, Woodrow and Edith got married, and Edith took on the responsibilities of being First Lady. During Wilson's first term in office, World War I broke out in Europe in 1914. At first, Wilson strived to keep the United States out of the war. He believed in peace and tried to help countries find a way to end the conflict. In fact, Wilson's re-election campaign slogan was, "He kept us out of war." In the election of 1916, Wilson narrowly defeated Republican challenger Charles Hughes to win a second term in office. Shortly after being sworn into a second term in 1917, a combination of several events, including Germany attacking American ships, led Wilson to ask Congress to declare war. And to learn more about the United States' entry into World War I, check out my other video devoted to that topic. Wilson led the country through World War I, making sure the U.S. played a strong role in defeating Germany and its allies. After the war ended in 1918, Wilson worked to create a lasting peace. He helped form the League of Nations, an international group meant to prevent future wars. He traveled to Europe to promote his plan known as the 14 Points, which focused on fairness and self-determination for all nations. Despite Wilson's efforts, the U.S. Senate refused to join the League of Nations. Many Americans wanted to stay out of foreign affairs. The rejection was a huge disappointment for Wilson. In 1919, while fighting to gain support for the League, he suffered a severe stroke, leaving his left side paralyzed. His health declined, and his wife Edith Wilson helped handle many presidential duties in his final years in office. In fact, some historians consider Edith Wilson to be the first female president of the United States because she handled most of the work the president normally did. Despite his health issues, Wilson remained in office to finish out his second term. Wilson left the presidency in 1921 and lived quietly in Washington, D.C. He died on February 3, 1924 at the age of 67 and was laid to rest in Washington National Cathedral. So with that, hopefully you learned something, and thanks for watching.